Let's see what it does. Insane. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon. Today we are doing a live fire direct heat super fancy chicken. What makes it super fancy is I have an heirloom air chilled chicken, y'all. I've never done one of these expensive birds. I want to see what they all about, but shout out to my man Alton from over at the Dogfather's Barbecue, my black smoke brother. He did a direct heat chicken the other day and it looks so damn good. I have to do one for myself. So shout out to my man. I would bring you a piece, but I don't think it's gonna make it all the way up there, man. So at any rate, y'all, we're gonna get our fire together. We're gonna get this bird together, get it on this grill. I'm cooking on the Pit Boss Cowboy Fire Pit. It's direct heat, grates right over the coals. I got some beautiful post oak up on the property. I'm gonna cut up and throw on those coals, man, get some beautiful smoke. It's gonna be a great cook. It's gonna be easy and hopefully super, super delicious. Let's get to it. All right, we'll get our fire started. Again, I got my harder charcoal. This is the medium lump. Go to hardercharcoal.com, use the code Black Smoke, get yourself a discount. And I got me some of these brand new fire starters from Harder Charcoal. These things are really cool, man. They're a little different from the ones that I'm used to, but in a good way. So I'm gonna show you. So you got like the typical fire starter type material, but they have a little wick on there. And so you light that wick and it burns down. It kind of burns from the inside out. I think it gives you a slower, more consistent burn. So I'm gonna get that in there. Get things going. All right, that will take care of itself. I'm gonna go get some firewood. I saw a nice little hunk of post oak down on the property, so I'm gonna go cut that up and get it ready to get on the fire. All right, that's not the whole thing, but that's more than enough for my needs for today. This is some nice looking wood. No rot to it, just fell. Smells great, it's gonna burn great. Give us some great smoke for that bird. And this saw, y'all, I'm really liking it. This is the Steel MSA 220C. It's battery powered. The battery powered saws have come a long way, y'all. Don't point your nose up at them. They're really, really nice, really smooth. Uh-oh. Somebody coming on the property. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's haul these up to the fire. Get this bird going. All right, our charcoal is coming right along. It's time to throw some of this post oak on here. These are the logs that or pieces of wood, I should say, that I just cut up from out there on the property. I'm gonna start with two of the smaller ones. Let those get going. It already, as soon as I put that on there, the smell of that oak is just bloomed right up, man. So let those get going. Let's get that bird together and ready to get on here. All right, so here's our fancy chicken. Again, it's an air-cooled, air-chilled, slow-grown heirloom chicken. This one's almost 4 pounds, 3.9 pounds. And this was like 16 bucks, man. So high dollar fancy chicken. We're gonna see what it's all about. The difference is supposed to be that these are grown more traditionally. Slow grown is gonna give you better meat, better quality. And they're air chilled, they're not water chilled. Most of the chickens you get from the grocery store are chilled in cold water to cool them down rapidly. These are not, and as you'll notice, there is not a ton of liquid. There's nothing dripping, and there's just a very, very, very small amount of liquid in the bottom of this bag. Most of the chickens you get from the grocery store are full of liquid juice, whatever you want to call it, but it's basically water, brine. I'm going to cut the tail off because I have no need for it. My dog will be happy to get that. And we're going to pull out the giblets. Not going to use that. Dog will be happy about that as well. And it's a nice looking chicken. I can't lie about that. Color is nice and consistent. Yeah, everything about this chicken. It looks like a chicken. It don't look like some super pumped up, monster mutant bird. And so we're going to split this. We're almost going to butterfly it. So I'm going straight down the breast. So it's almost like the opposite of how you would do a spatchcock bird. So I'm cutting through all of the flesh of the breast. Gonna come through this breastbone. And that's it. I'm gonna rotate the legs and thighs. I'm gonna get a little pop on both of those joints. That will help for the bird to lie flat. All right, we'll finish cleaning this up and we'll get to seasoning. Okay, so I'm seasoning the bird with chicken and pork rub. This is by Carter's Barbecue. You can go to cartersbarbecue.com, get some for yourself. And shout out to our brother Darren Carter. He's our black smoke brother. I really like this rub. I'm going to use it generously. All over this bird. Inside, outside, front side, back side. If there's chicken, I want it seasoned. And I'm also going to hit it with some 16 mesh black pepper. This is Fiesta brand. Best black pepper in the business. I'm gonna pat that in. Do the underside. Man, I tell you, that is just a nice looking chicken. So I hope I didn't spoil myself with this fancy, expensive chicken, y'all. I'm gonna get down here in the crevices of this meat wherever I can and get seasoning in there. And I'm also gonna get up under the skin and get down, seasoning down to the meat. Shit, if I could get it to the bone, that's where I would go. This is ready for the fire, y'all. Let's get to it. All right, we are starting bone side down, directly over the heat. I'll take this glove off here. Yes, we have good heat. We're just gonna let that do what it does, man. When you're doing live fire or open fire cooking like this, you want about a good 6 seconds that you can hold your hand before you have to pull it away. And you know you're cooking with good heat and it's not too hot. So we're gonna let this cook. We'll check in on it periodically. And when the top of this gets warm, we'll flip it over to crisp the skin. And we'll take a temp on it. We'll have bird, man. All right, y'all. This has been on, I'm gonna say probably about 45 minutes. And when you're doing open fire, one of the best ways to tell when it's time to flip it is, of course, look up under the bottom, make sure that it's not scorched or burning or anything. But when you feel your protein and it's warm up top, it's time to turn it. So yeah, look at that color. That's what we're looking for. So now we're going skin side down. This is where we have to be careful, y'all, because now it's gonna start really start dripping a lot of juices, a lot of fat, which will cause flare-ups, and the skin is gonna burn a lot easier than this bone side. So we're gonna let this do what it does. Our fire is rolling nice. That post oak is doing its thing. I added a little more charcoal just to keep even heat, but yeah, this fire pit has been running flawlessly. Really loving that post oak. It smells amazing, y'all. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. We're gonna keep letting it rock. Can't wait till it's done. All right, while my chicken is finishing up, I'm gonna make some basting butter. I just got a stick of butter that is well, semi-soft, I guess. Just throwing this in a skillet. And I got a bunch of herbs. I got rosemary, thyme, a little bit of sage, and I'm just gonna let this melt. Let all those flavors cross-mogenate, you understand? And I'm gonna baste this bird while the underside is cooking. And I will probably dab a little more butter on it, the finished product. Sounds like a plan to me. But I'm just gonna keep this off to the edge. I don't want this to bubble or burn. I just want it to melt, stay warm, and again, let those flavors meld. All right, y'all, like the way this is looking. I think it's about time to flip it. All of my light is gone. Keep forgetting that it's wintertime and it gets dark quick. So we'll probably have to finish this video in the house, but let's take a look at what we're working with here, man. Oh. Aha. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a little more of that butter on here. I'm gonna temp it. Pretty sure it's all the way done, but we're gonna temp it to be sure. And then we're gonna take it in the house, man. Cut it up, eat it up. It's gonna be good. All right, our bird is finally done. I can't wait to get into it, man. You hear that crispy skin. And yeah, I can already tell it's super juicy. Look at that. Beautiful. Still nice and warm. This is the best part of the chicken, man. This is the oyster from the leg quarter. Let's finish getting it cut up and we're gonna give it a taste. All right, y'all. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, hit all those buttons. Anything you got, I want you to smash it. All that stuff really helps me out, man. But look, the breast is the test. Here's a piece of that breast. It's super juicy. It smells amazing. Again, y'all, this is one of these super fancy chickens. So let's see what it does. Insane. The smoke is amazing. This tastes like that classic old school backyard grill, amazing chicken from when I was a kid. This chicken tastes like chicken. It's worth every penny, I can't lie. I didn't brine this or anything. It's juicy, it's flavorful all the way through. Looks like I'm gonna have to start using heirloom birds. I'll catch y'all next time.